Parents in Chicago are asking a heartbreaking question: is it safe for my child to even walk to the grocery store? Tonight, we break down the crisis and the political fight behind it. Welcome to Global Insight News. Tonight, we turn our focus to a pressing issue that has dominated headlines and continues to stir debate across the nation: the ongoing crisis of violent crime in Chicago and the political disagreements surrounding how best to address it. This is more than just a policy dispute. It's a matter of life, safety, and the future of communities struggling to find peace. Over the past several weeks, Chicago has witnessed disturbing levels of violence. 2 consecutive weekends brought dozens of shootings and multiple fatalities, leaving families devastated and entire neighborhoods living under the constant threat of gunfire. For those directly affected, this is not just another news story, it is an emergency. Parents fear for their children's safety when walking to school, visiting a friend's home, or even stepping outside for daily routines. Against this backdrop, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker made remarks that have sparked intense debate. During a recent appearance, he challenged the idea of deploying federal resources to curb Chicago's violence by painting a picture of families enjoying ice cream along the city's Riverwalk. He suggested that this scene does not resemble a city in crisis. But while the Riverwalk may appear calm, many residents argue that this view ignores the harsh reality of neighborhoods in Chicago's south and west sides, where families are living in fear. Community leaders, parents, and local pastors say it feels dismissive to highlight tourist areas as evidence that the city is fine, while families in other neighborhoods experience daily tragedy. For them, the statistics are not abstract numbers. Each victim is someone's child, friend, or neighbor. Each shooting leaves behind trauma that ripples across entire communities. This contrast between the city's thriving, tourist-friendly areas and neighborhoods struggling with persistent crime is not new. Chicago has long been described as a city of two realities. On one side, you'll find bustling restaurants, safe streets, and attractions that draw visitors from around the world. On the other, you'll encounter residents who navigate constant fear, where sending a child to the grocery store or soccer practice comes with the risk of gun violence. That tension has now become part of a larger political conversation. Governor Pritzker, widely believed to have national political ambitions, has said he is open to working with the federal government to secure additional funding and resources. But at the same time, there's resistance to working directly with the president's administration in ways that might involve federal law enforcement intervention. For many local officials, the debate centers on control, accepting funding but maintaining authority over how those resources are used. Meanwhile, Washington, D.C. provides an interesting comparison. Mayor Muriel Bowser, who initially resisted some forms of federal involvement, has recently shown more openness to collaboration. While she may not fully align with the president, her actions highlight a willingness to take practical steps to reduce crime for the sake of public safety. The results in D.C. suggest that federal and local cooperation, though politically complicated, can play a role in restoring peace to troubled neighborhoods. For Chicago, the question remains: will political leaders put aside differences to bring immediate relief to residents who are desperate for change? On the ground, the demand is clear. Pastor Corey Brooks, a well-known community leader on the south side of Chicago, recently expressed the frustration many feel. He emphasized that for residents facing shootings and murders every single weekend, this is without question an emergency. His words echo what many families have been saying for years: help is not just wanted, it is urgently needed. Community voices like Pastor Brooks remind us that data alone cannot capture the reality of living in a high-crime neighborhood. While policymakers cite percentages and trends, residents are left to cope with the daily fear of stray bullets and the heartbreak of losing loved ones. They want leaders to visit their neighborhoods, not just the city's most polished attractions, and truly understand what families are enduring. The people of Chicago are resilient, but resilience alone cannot stop bullets. They need comprehensive solutions that combine local leadership, federal support, community programs, and investment in long-term change. That includes addressing root causes like poverty, lack of opportunity, and access to education, alongside immediate measures to improve policing and safety. Chicago's struggle is not unique. Cities across the United States wrestle with similar challenges, balancing political debates with the urgent need to protect residents. But Chicago stands as one of the most visible examples, and its solutions or failures will likely influence how the nation approaches urban violence in the future. The stakes could not be higher. Every delay in action costs lives, and every political disagreement risks leaving communities without the safety they deserve. Leaders on all sides must ask themselves, is it worth holding firm to political differences when the price is measured in lost lives and shattered families? As this debate continues, Global Insight News will keep following the story, listening to the voices of those most impacted and bringing you the latest developments on how local and federal leaders choose to respond. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you believe federal assistance is the right path forward for Chicago, or should local leaders handle the crisis on their own? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you found this report informative, please give us a like, subscribe to Global Insight News, and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.